Greetings. Here's a little demo of Google Spreadsheets if you haven't used them before. I'm going to assume that you haven't used spreadsheets of any sort. So I'll give you instructions for things related to Google specifically and to spreadsheets in general. So right now you can see that I'm at the Marlborough Grad School's documents. I'm going to create new spreadsheet. And this is what a spreadsheet looks like. It has columns that are headed with letters and rows that are headed with numbers. You'll notice that there is a gray line, maybe you can see that, right under the first row. And that means that that row is frozen, and you'll understand what that means in a moment. Up here is where the name is. Right now it's unsaved spreadsheet, and I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to call it, let's call it demo spreadsheet. Something like that. I clicked return or OK. And now the next thing I'm going to do before I even begin, you can do this at any point, but I want you to know about it right away, is you can share it. And I click on the arrow, the down arrow next to share, and I'm going to go to sharing settings. And you see right now that this is a private document, and I'm the only person who has access to it. But I'm going to click change. And ordinarily, if you just have a regular Google account, you don't have the Marlborough things, but this is a nice feature of Google Apps for either corporations or for schools. And in this case, because I want to share it with you, I have two choices, but I'm going to choose the least restrictive, which is anybody at Marlborough College can access it. And I'd like to allow anyone at the graduate school to edit it, even though I'm fairly confident that you're the only people who will. I could be more restrictive, but that's the basic idea. I could also specify particular people by their email address if I wanted to. I'm going to close this, although I might want to keep this address. I can also get the address from my usual address bar in my browser, so I don't need it right now. So it has a name and it's been shared, and it actually tells you right here who it's shared with. People at the grad school can find and access it. Okay, so the first step is to put in some headings for my columns, and in this case I'm going to do a simple address list, though you'll see another way that I'm using it on the shared document that I listed in the assignments this week. Right here I'm doing first name, last name. I could have put the word name in, but I didn't. Address, city, state. Okay, and now I'm going to add my first name right under the headings and under that gray line. So I might do my name, and I'm making some of this up just for the sake of this. To speed things up, I filled in the rest of the information that I wanted here, and I just typed in first name, last name, address, city, state. So now I want to demonstrate that you see how this column is a little scrunched up, the addresses? Well, there are two ways that you can change the width of a column. You can click on the vertical line between two letters, and you see that strange arrow, and you can just drag the arrow to where you want it, and that stretches the column. Another thing I could have done is just double-clicked on that vertical line, and it stretches to the widest size it needs in order for the widest text to fit perfectly. So I could select all of these and double click on one column, and it's going to stretch all of them or reduce them to fit exactly with the widest bit of text. Or you could select all of them and stretch them out so that they're all the same width. But that's a little excessive, so I'm going to double click and bring it back. Now to sort. Sorting can get dangerous. If you clicked on one column, you could end up sorting it, and the name and the city would stay the same, and so you would mix up everybody's address. So when you're sorting, you want to make sure you either highlight the whole thing with this little box here, or when you go to under Tools, you could sort the sheet based on column A, so it would be sorted by the first name, or you can go down to Sort and specify what column you want to sort by. And in this case I do want column A, but I want to indicate that the data has a header row so that the word first doesn't get mixed in. So I sorted by first name. I could have sorted by last name. You're welcome to play with this and sort as well, or play with the other file. That's it for now. You can certainly do formulas, which is a great thing about spreadsheets, but I just wanted to get you started. And up here across the top you'll find a lot of the typical word processing type tools. And please explore, see what's under File, what's under Edit, View, Insert, Format, Form, Tools, and Help. Okay, good luck.